Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Here in Detroit, the Lions hope to be as good as they were a couple of years ago. The journey begins now against the Saints. Good coverage by the kick team. Force them to start out back at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Oh, no! First play of the game. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
At the 26-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 25, here's second down and 9. The tight end Kincaid in motion. From the gun, here's Tua. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A shotgun snap for Tua. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. And he pulled it left. No good. And this will stay a scoreless game.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Milton. That is caught down the field. It's worthy. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Yards, the gain on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Alexander Lilly on the tackle. 2 yards.
They'll come up on a second down and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Milton. Metcalf left side. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Now 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. His kick is perfect. And the Lions are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Nothing like a short one for your first attempt of the year, right, Mike? I mean, talk about an easy one to break you in. Knocks it through, jogs off the field. That's a dream start.
And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. start on the ground with Genchi. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Saints.
Now a first down throw for Tua. That's to the rookie out of Ohio State, Carnell Tate. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good start to this drive so far. Another first and 10.
And the Saints first down.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's to the end zone. Intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
First down pass. Intercepted.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And he maneuvers.
Yo, stop letting the CPU tackle, you fuck bitch.
So I like these plays. I think the more guys, Mike, that you can get involved in the ground game, the better. And of course, they're going to get enough touches to their back in a traditional sense, but make the defense defend every blade of grass from sideline to sideline and from line of scrimmage to the end zone. And one of the best ways to do it is to get your wide receivers, get your speed guys involved in the run game.
And he'll be taken down at the 30. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To the air. It's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now Milton. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. On the ground, it's Genchi to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Oh, no! Chance to get rid of that under the heavy rush. He doesn't and goes down.
It's
Second and long coming up. The motion man is Johnson. Here's Tua. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is hard. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Saints out on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment.
Kaimi Fairbairn.
And And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes White. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. Carson Schlesinger taking him down for the first sack of his new campaign.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Complete. Metcalf with the grab. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Milton. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 30-yard line.
A handoff, running left is Genty. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
At the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings
Ball
up
on the
2nd
36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the RPO, that is out to take. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line. And it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw is Tua. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Saints.
Now Tua. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Throwing is Tua. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And it's 4th down, so here comes Riley Dixon to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st down, here's Milton. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. And that is incomplete.
And I think think at this point here, second quarter of this game, I think now is where we can start seeing each team open up their offense a little bit more. Early on, everyone's kind of feeling each other out, getting a taste of what the game plans are. Here, they finally take a shot downfield. Nice job by the defense, but this is going to put a little depth in that coverage and hopefully open up some other things. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
To the air on third down is Milton. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The motion man is Johnson. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now it's Tua. Over the middle. He's got Tate. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Again, it's Tua. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Pass intended for Johnson, and it'll bring up second down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. That is Will McDonald working his way in to register his first sack of the new season. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw is Tua. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Tua going to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
Complete to Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
He knocks it through. Saints will take a 14-6 lead.
14. Lions 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
That one thrown quickly. Watson on the RPO. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
22 yards.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Ready?
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Fairbanks to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints extend it to a 21-6 advantage. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. On the return, here comes White. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for Watson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Will Reichard to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Genty. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Marcus Epps up from the secondary to make the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
A pickup there of 13. First down, New Orleans.
First down, New Orleans.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Headed left, buying time. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Here's Tua now on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 21 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He'll find Kenji out of the backfield. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Kindly fair, Barron, coming on to try the field goal. And that one not going to get there, and it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a two-possession game. Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
At the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Milton. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Now an opening past the 30. Into space. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
When you get a big return like that, the offense takes the field with a lot more energy. They can see the end zone. They know they've got a short field. It brings a boost to the entire sideline when the special teams can have an impact play like we just saw there.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Getting up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down.
And the Saints first down.
A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after him. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision make.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line.
That's good. For the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Throwing is Milton. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the
Here's
29-yard
Milton.
line.
Ooh. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Looking to throw, it's Milton. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up being incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to be 3rd down. To throw once more, here's Milton. He gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
To the air once more is Milton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Carson Schlesinger starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He timed.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 13-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He has Hyatt complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Genty. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Genty. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Oh, he feels the pressure and he'll go down back at the 6. Will McDonald. He gets into drop him, and it's going to set up 4th and goal. He'd missed twice already, but this one goes through. And the Saints will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing, Milton. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. As intended for Brock Bowers.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Tua taps it forward. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Tight game here in week 1. Trying to see this through to the end, and that's an important first down.
First down, New Orleans.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. And open downfield, it's Johnson. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Saints 31, Lions 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Milton. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Targeted for DK Metcalf. It'll be second down. Now Milton. He'll take a shot for Watson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Again, working deep downfield. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Tua. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. Running free at the 45. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 71 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Genty running left. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Once again, it's Genty. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
At the 4-yard line. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new